Welcome back. I'm some guy you've never heard of, and this is the tale of Azarath the Scoundrel.
That spell looks dangerous.
Yes.
I need you to do something for me.
Name your task. Show me. It shall be done. Anything else I can do for you?
No, I wanted you to sit in the chair.
What did you need? Name your task. Show me. I'm on it.
Yes? Is there something I can help you with?
I was gonna sit there, child.
I asked Boland if he could build a bench by the cemetery, but he wouldn't.
It shall
even
be
talk
done.
to me. Thankfully, his brother Solaf was kind enough to do it.
It can't be done. What did you need?
Um. So, were you just taking a request, or do you have an opinion on the lore?
Officially, I play what the patrons asked me to play. Unofficially, well, let's just say I'm not so good with the lyrics to certain songs. Aggression, oppression, who knows what these words really mean? Certainly not a poor, uneducated bard who only speaks in melody.
I don't want you talking to the lady in black.
Educated bard? Don't you have to go to college for that?
You'll know when you're older.
Does that mean you support the Stormcloaks?
It means I dislike the Thalmor. Anything to annoy them is fine by me. People who worship Talos seem to be high on their list.
Okay then, fine. You see, I have no qualms with Talos worship, and, actually, yeah. So I was gonna tell you. You're traveling with me. See Thalmor. There aren't too many witnesses, and we can do it. We're doing it. I, I, I have a hatred for them. Also, yeah, people harassing women just randomly. Problem with that too. Um, but yeah. Otherwise, we're up to some pretty shady and nefarious tasks. So hopefully that's not an issue for you, but out of curiosity, why do you hate the thumb?
Same reason I hate vegetables. It's in the blood.
Hey then, so what skills do you have?
I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. I'm good with a bow, but I can't say I'm great. I know a few spells, but I don't know enough. What I can provide is effort. Some will call it bravery, others will call it foolishness, but no one will ever say I didn't give you my all.
Alright then. Follow me then.
Of course.
So then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Let's,
Be safe, I hope.
But maybe it's best
see
if
if there's an alchemy shop.
What if people get the wrong idea?
Oh, that's right, down here.
Mom says I'm getting a new mommy and daddy, so I'll have two of each now. I don't like
Good
it
for
this
you,
way.
child.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Not bad for a human. I like my bodyguard here. Pretty useful.
Someone
But,
new? Perhaps someone looking for me to mix something up for them?
A smart
so I'm
woman
gonna
is
use
supposed to cure
your
diseases
lab if
at
you don't
all
mind.
times.
The trees are different in Skyrim. It takes a while to get your footing, but the real problem is the spacing. Not even the birds can make that leap.
Don't let the shop's name frighten you away. I have plenty of reliable tonics and healing potions to sell. Take a look.
Maven's going to kill me. It's just a matter of time.
Call upon me if I can be of any service.
Okay, now we did a job for the Jarl. So, let's go speak with the Jarl.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around.
I've killed the leader of Embershard.
Teach them to stop paying me. Here, you deserve a reward for your service. You know what? I like
It's
you.
a good
You're
reward.
not afraid to get your hands dirty. I hereby grant you permission to purchase property in Falkreath Hold. Talk to my steward if you're interested.
There's property available. Alright, well, seeing as you pay so well, is there anything else you need?
There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane.
Interesting. It would be an honor.
On your way, then. Until
All
later,
right.
then.
So I become well known in the whole property. Don't make me very interesting.
I'm the steward here. I serve under Jarl Sidgeir and
Ooh.
Jarl Dengir before him.
And,
Sidgeir can sometimes act too quickly, but he does listen to Helvard and I.
Alright. Like to purchase a house.
There's no house available, but I could sell you a fine piece of land where you could build your own house.
You know what? Owning property is useful. I'll take it.
You won't regret it. Here's the title to your steading.
Alright then.
Follow the road east from Falkreath, then north at the crossroads. Turn left just past Pine Watch.
Alright. Also, I'm looking for work. Got any
The
leads?
Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this decree for details.
Experience this. Jarl pays well for that sort of
May
thing.
wisdom
So there we go.
forever light your path.
Oh my. Can I use your enchanter, please? Thank you. I did not know those enchantments. Good. I've got land. Let's go see about this.
It is true that in Valenwood the cities walk under your feet.
Lord,
There's no
take
such
me
thing as
for a
being
There. Alright. Interesting.
on the ground.
I have enough
Even the
food
dead
to
are
share.
going places.
Interesting.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we had that.
pretty nice piece of land here. How far does it extend? There are no boundary markers or anything. Stone quarry. Clay deposits. What's this? Block pile. Copper block. Interesting. I assume those are attached to this property. Where's that cute little pond there? Oh. Iron veins. Seems much more convenient than Hendra, too. This place, but it's so out of the way. Seems to come with a wolf. Okay. Crafting chest with these are supplies. Workbench and Beginner's Guide to Homesteading. Beginner's Guide to Homesteading. If you are like most people, you've always dreamed of owning your own homesteading in your own home. Sure, building it, not so much. Where to start? Never fear. You hold in your hands the guide for everything you know. Before long, you'll be gazing complacently across your well-toned, tended lands, the porch of your own manor house. Getting started. 2 vital pieces of equipment at the prospective homeowner needs. The drafting table and the carpenter's workbench. Okay, check and check. Your drafting table is where you'll lay out the plans for each stage of your new house. Don't worry about making a mistake here. You can always change your mind. Making a new plan costs you nothing. Remember, you're twice in compliments. Carpenter's workshop workbench is where you do the actual construction. Once you've settled on a plan, the drafting start your house at the carpenter's work. Avoid the common beginner's mistake. Try to build a roof without some proper supports first. That'd be very silly. Space for the family. If you have a spouse or children, you certainly want to get the house in a livable state as soon as possible. Your loving spouse will no doubt make do with nothing more than a roof over her head to sleep in. But what about the children? Don't worry. All they need is a bed and a chest or dresser to store their treasures, and they will be perfectly content. Building materials. You will need a lot of supplies to complete your house, but it isn't necessary to gather everything you need ahead of time. Unless you're in a hurry to build, you can just build in stages as materials become available. Enjoy watching your home progress from dream to reality. Most common materials you'll need are some sawn logs, cut stone, and luckily these are all plentiful in Skyrim. In fact, most building sites will have one or more easily accessible sources of clay and stone. Or sawn lumber, any lumber mill owner. Glad to sell and deliver as much as you need. You'll need a lot of nails. Fortunately, even a novice blacksmith will soon find themselves turning nails with ease. You turn to furnishing your completed house. You'll need a much wider variety of materials. Some of them, such as straw and glass, are commonly obtained from general goods stores. The rest, the whole of Skyrim, will become your general store. Steward, eh? Once your estate is well established, you may wish to consider hiring a steward to help manage your effects. good steward can be invaluable. From hiring a carriage driver to buying a cow to keeping you supplied with building materials, freeing you to enjoy the fruits of your labors. Before hiring a steward, is it advisable to bring a potential candidate to your manor and observe whether they are a good fit for your requirements? Remember, you are putting your entire estate into their hands. Need someone you can trust implicitly. An orc that follows to the death, maybe. No, she's a good bodyguard. The rest of this guide will review plans for each room that you might want to build. Small house, alright. All. Okay. Small house can become an entryway. And there's additions. It's on the west wing. Or a greenhouse. Oh, a greenhouse. Enchanter's Tower. Let's see. North wing could be a storage room. Trophy room. Alchemy laboratory. East wing could be an armory. Kitchen. Or a library. Let's do it. Greenhouse, kitchen, and storage from the look of it. Have that nice back raised porch. Either that or the alchemy laboratory. Well, we'll see. Alright. So, small house layout. So now I come over here, build a foundation. Okay. I'll need nails to build wall frame. We have a foundation. Nice. Have iron, I suppose I can make some nails then. Some nice pillars, okay. Old walls. Okay. Alright, our house has walls. Oh, we can get it to floor now too. Nice. Oh wow, we built a pretty nice floor. Build a frame for the roof, and I need more nails. This is really coming along. This manual labor really isn't that big of an issue when you get to see the fruits of your labor like this. I mean, like mining. That's always nice. I need iron fittings, a lock, 2 hinges to build a door. Oh, I can build a garden. Importantly, I could build a smelter. This house now. Little house. Oh, and I even built a chest. Oh, perfect. It's the sun. Oh, I can build furnishings for the house. Straw to build a bed. I mean, there's a perfectly good floor, so there we go. Alright, let's get a smelter then. I can still build a garden. Alright, I'll do that.
There are many things in this world worth fighting for. Some are moved by their hearts, others by their heads. But the smart ones use both.
So I'll have to get some death bells to plant here. Maybe this wolf will fertilize the soil.
My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling.
Are we
Real
heading
bow
out?
is all I know how to make right now.
Gladly.
Just need to give you a bow without arrows, so there you the rest of that stuff off. With soul gems that I have to. Another thing. I am first with lycanthropy, so yeah, don't let that be a surprise. Don't really whip it out all that. When I do, please don't turn on me. Just a little salty about that last time movie. Alright, now I received an invitation to join an organization that I very much would like. That. I won't be surprised if you guys will have to wait outside. Galen was it, right? There will be times when I will just ask you to wait places. You need to do something stealthy. It's easier to sneak if I'm alone. Gulch Mine is not far from Azarath, so we can take care of those next time there. Good to know. This. That I just found on a floating head. Interesting. Suppose I'll read this letter. Reports are tight. Reports are bright. Wraithguard and Sunder are singing, sending a signal out to anyone that might be listening. Don't know how, but I think I know why. The tools were only meant to be used on Numidium. Makes sense that they would never be allowed to leave Morrowind. To ensure this, Kagranak must have put in a fail-safe system. If the tools were ever stolen, drones would be activated across Tamriel to recover them. The drones would then store them in the vault until a tonal architect could fetch them. Unfortunately, as I suspected, that information was enough for some of the captains to betray us and change course. We no longer care about the artifacts or the drone. We consider the cargo to be a death trap and are taking measures to unload it. That makes sense. Your caravan might think they were carrying the tools. Sadras and Halalu swapped them before we ever got to Whiterun. Intentionally gave them up to the retrieval drones. Fortunately, I managed to track the drones back to a vault near Winterhold. The locals call the Sightless Pit. Also discovered the vault can be opened with an attunement crystal, which I have sent along with this letter. As I am no warrior, I dare not enter inside without. Hopefully this message reaches your party in time, for I know we are of like mind. As a scholar, I want to see the artifacts delivered to my master. You have always been someone who does not shirk from his duty. Faith that you and your crew can return north and repair this mistake. Beline. Okay. Interesting. Maybe we'll look into that someday.
Are you finished ogling the grotesque? I suppose I should be grateful you didn't simply attack me.
As you can see, I don't take kindly to that kind of disrespect.
Yes?
Things.
I wrote a song about trading once. It was as awful as you might expect.
I thought it might be. Oh well, I guess it's not. Oh no, because you're wearing that special armor. People would ogle them less if they stopped, using people of ogling them, who weren't even paying attention to them. What?
You may not know this, but I've died once before. A priest of Arcade pronounced me dead and bid my
You
soul
speak to a
goodbye.
vigilant of Stendar.
But part of me was still
Cavort with any
tempted to
Daedra, and we will hunt you down.
It was his soul.
You're a vigilant of Stendar?
Yes. Our order was founded after the Oblivion Crisis. We dedicate our lives to facing the threat of Daedra wherever they appear. We're quartered in the Hall of the Vigilant. Keeper Carset heads Skyrim's branch of our order there, providing healing and justice as needed.
Don't know that.
Stendar be with
It's
you.
not for me to tell you. Oh. There was a fork that we missed.
Ah, at last. I hope you found the place all right. Well, what happens now is you start your new life in the Dark Brotherhood. You're part of the family, after all. This, as you can see, is our sanctuary. You won't find a safer place in all of Skyrim. So get comfortable. Yes, the silence suits you. Gives you an air of mystery. Now, down to business. I'm arranging a job for you. But in the meantime, go talk to Nazir. He may have some smaller contracts to tide you over. Soon, the Night Mother will arrive. And things around here are sure to get even more interesting. Ah, but one last thing. A welcome home present. The armor of the Dark Brotherhood. May it serve you well in all your endeavors. Be sure and introduce yourself to your new family members. They're all very eager to meet you.
Oh, useful book. Only I could swap the enchantments on two items.
I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet.
Again. Do the part where he tries to buy you some candy.
Okay, wait. Here we go. Oh, you're such a pretty little girl. Would the sweetie like a sweetie? Oh yes, how about some chocolate? Oh yes, please, kind sir. My mama and papa left me all alone, and I'm so very hungry. I know a shortcut to the candy shop, through this alley. Oh yeah, very good, very good. My,
Estes. How did that last contract turn out?
Oh, yes. Please, old man. Regale us with your tales of wizardry.
Ah, the young and stupid. Always mocking the experienced and brilliant. My contract went very well, that you know. Tried a new spell. Little something I've been working on in my spare time. Came this close to turning that priest inside out. Damn messy.
And what of your latest, Arviorn? Something about a Khajiit. Merchant, was it?
Oh, a big doggy chasing a little kitty. How adorable.
I am not adorable. It was not funny, and he wasn't a merchant. He was a Khajiit monk, a master of the Whispering Fang style. But now he's dead, and I have a new loincloth.
Ew.
So you're the newest member of our dwindling, dysfunctional little family. I've heard quite a bit about you.
Oh, really?
It's the part with the severed head.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Save the niceties for now. I've
Oh,
no
fine
intention
then.
of getting invested in someone who may be dead tomorrow.
Well, that's literally
In
everyone.
a few weeks, I'm sure we'll be the best of friends.
Alright, so Astrid said you have some work for me.
Did she now? Well, as it turns out, there are a few lingering contracts we haven't had the chance to complete just yet. And more, dribbling in from time to time. I'll assign them to you as they become available, to be completed at your leisure.
Simple enough.
It is. These aren't particularly glamorous assassinations, I'll be honest. Don't pay much either. But they'll keep you busy. Just do them as you're able. There's no real time limit. The targets aren't going anywhere. You can turn each one in as it's completed, or wait and turn in the whole group when all the targets have been eliminated. Whichever works for you.
Oh, I'm ready for this set of contracts
Well,
then.
let's get started. I've got 3 available right now. Your targets are the beggar Narfi, an ex-miller named Enodius Papias, and Beytild, a mine boss. When you've completed all those, we'll see if I might have some more.
Me about these targets. Tell me about Beytild.
She separated from her husband several months ago. Now the two run competing mining operations. Beytild's angry and desperate, a fighter.
Alright.
He lived just outside Anga's mill in the woods. He was once the miller. Now Papias is just a paranoid recluse who thinks someone is out to get him. And he's right. He's a hapless beggar living in some ruins just outside the village of Iverstead. Easy, even for you.
Alright then. Alright.
You've got people to kill, my friend. Best get to it.
I will. You've got one of these weird glyph walls.
Well, except for that one you kept alive to serve as witness. Does your wickedness or your skill know no bounds?
Been a while. I've actually killed someone in forgot how hard it was to get the scimitar back out.
Yes, yes, you're the new family member. Let's make this easy. Consider me the cranky old uncle nobody talks to. You go your way, I'll go mine.
There you are. Astrid's told me all about you. Heard you pulled the old choose your victim gad with you. Ah, I love that one.
There's too much of an obsession.
Don't let my
these
appearance
days
throw
with
you off.
knives and
I'm
nails.
older than you.
You
A
could kill
lot
someone
older.
just as
Getting
easily
bitten by a
with
vampire when you're
well-placed
10 will do
spell.
that to a girl.
Okay, well, how old then? What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm just a little girl. The Dark Brotherhood killed my mama and papa, and then they took me captive. Please, please help me. Rather convincing, don't you think?
No, why would we take you
I'm no more
captive?
a little girl than you are. I was once, of course, 300 years ago. Vampirism
300.
tends to keep
Okay.
one remarkably fresh.
Alright, you're right then. You are older than me. Briefly. I was a young man. Oblivion was so long. You had already been dead for nearly 100 years? You got for sale.
Odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Spell tool. Interesting. It was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you. So, cameras? Stretch. they're fingerless gloves. Interesting. Cozy. Just makes nothing.
Well, well, it's raw meat. Oh, my beautiful wife has told me all about you.
Meet you.
I'll give you a week before you end up dead in a ditch.
Alright then. Tell me about yourself.
I might ask the same of you, for you are more than mortal. You are Moonborn. You are Wolf. So, you're a companion then. I can't imagine you got your gift anywhere else. I hope you have better luck with them than I did. Oh yes, I was once brother to the companions. Let's just say they found my methods unsettling. The Dark Brotherhood, obviously, feels differently. Right then.
I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet. I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet.
Yes?
An orc follows to the death. Go where the challenge is greatest.
It's to the death. And that's going to be it for today. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Skyrim Anniversary Edition, The Tale of Azarath the Scoundrel, and I am some guy you've never heard of. Unless, of course, you have.